Frall, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Okay. January 1st, and it is 6 degrees Fahrenheit and minus 10 Celsius. That poor little mourning dove has been waiting for some more seed. There is some seed in that tray, but I may go out and put some more in there. Those poor little fellas are just having a horrible time with it being so cold. The cat is perturbed because I am sitting at the patio door where he sits and watches his bird and rabbit friends. Just trying a different lighting effect sitting over here instead of at the desk with lights behind me. Yeah, January 1st. My immediate family, Brian, Scott, and I, would generally do a hike or a walk on January 1st. It doesn't have to be real long. It can be, depending upon the weather and the mood that you're in and everything. It's a way of getting out of the house. It's a way of shaking off the blues. It's a way of noticing things, slowing down, looking at tree bark and birds and clouds in the sky, whatever there is, nature, getting back to nature. Maybe you don't live near a big, beautiful, wide open space or a park. Maybe you have a very small patch in your backyard. Maybe you don't. It's just getting out somewhere to notice something. And widening your mind for the beginning of that year. That's what we always did. Today it's too cold for me to do that. Well, actually I shouldn't say that because people in Canada have it worse than I have it. But it's blinking cold. I will probably put more food out for the birds, but I am not taking a walk today. The older I get, the more I am spoiling myself. I don't know. When I get out there, I might walk around a little, but I doubt it. But that's what we always did on January 1st, as like our own tradition. This is a time of year people make resolutions. I resolve I will lose weight. I will do this. I will eat healthier. I will make my bed every morning. I will put all the groceries away when I get home instead of leaving them lying around. Things like that. How long do you actually keep those resolutions? People that join a gym. When you join a gym in January, wow, join a gym in January. How often do you go? How many months until you don't go anymore? I'm trying to be realistic. I know what I need to do, but will I do it? That's another thing. Short lists and long lists. Short goals, long goals, same difference basically. I have a list I keep on the refrigerator. It's a thing of paper with a magnet on the back. If I'm out of something, or I'm almost out of something, like milk, I don't drink milk, but I cook with it, or carrots, or butter, or anything else, I will write it down on this list so that the next time the grocery ad comes in the mail, I can look to see if anything that I will be needing is on sale. It's just kind of a little more efficient that way. That's my short list. My long list, my hopes for the future would be, gosh. The thing is, if I'm realistic about it, that long list can be thrown out the window. But you never know. Do I play the lottery? Not really. Hardly ever. I did play this last Saturday. Did I win anything? No. Do I enter the contest at Menard's Big Box Hardware Store to win a car? Yes. I went every single day in November. Didn't win it. I will go once in a while if they have a car that I am interested in to win. But I'm not going to kill myself over it. I'm going to be a little more realistic. I have to save as much as I can. This past year my car has nickel and dimed me to death, as they say. Little here, little there, pretty soon you spent quite a bit of money on it. Don't need to do that anymore. Try to take care of the things that you have. That way you aren't always out buying replacements. Buy something decent, take care of it. You know, the people that go to the dollar store and buy a 50-cent item, some piece of crap, of course it's going to break if you use it. So, short-term goals. There's paperwork I have to find, there is some tax work I have to do, and there might be some fighting in City Hall, as they say. Government crap that I have to fight I have to fight for my own rights, because no one else will. Those are short-term goals. I'm not looking forward to those, not at all. But they have to be done by the end of this month, by end of January. Long-term goals, saving as much money as I possibly can. Planning, learning. I thought in the future I would move somewhere. I don't know where. It would be nice to be closer to my sons, or at least one of them. Because when you get old, the older you get, you may not be mobile. You may not have it all together at all. So I need to plan and think ahead. I may have 20 more years of being able to be a shit disturber like I am now, but I may not. So I have to think ahead. And I thought, well, if I moved out to California or Oregon or somewhere like that, to be a little closer somewhere, somehow, what would I do? How would I maintain myself? Where would I live? These are things I've been thinking about. I have to get more serious and do some more research. Brian said, if you really do want to move out here, there are some legal matters you have to figure out, like your Social Security or your retirement or, your costs. Do they transfer state to state? I would think they do, but you never know. You never know. What you qualify for in one state, you may not qualify for in another state. That's the United States for you. So people that think that coming to the U.S. is the best thing in the world have not done all their homework. I know, because I've thought about going elsewhere in other countries. It's not any better, it's just different. Okay? Anyway, to get back on task, which is something that I have to constantly kick myself in the butt for, and stay on task. If you see me in the grocery store, I'm often muttering stay on task to myself, because if I don't, I'm wandering off looking at stuff. It's terrible, but that's what I have to do. I don't have anyone else to nudge me in the arm and say, come on. So setting goals, that's a biggie, and planning and researching those things. Like I thought, I'll move to California and have a couple acres and a little dinky house and raise alpacas for the wool and make a little money, but, have a nice time and maybe have a weekend retreat for rich people that don't know what to do with themselves. Go home, cook meals, and just some regular people talk instead of ass kissing. Thought maybe they'd like that. But that's a pipe dream. That's just something that someone goes, oh yes, that would be great. The reality is more expenditures, more outgo than income with an alpaca. I mean, if you have a bunch of money, it's a great hobby, but it's just that. You really have to, whatever you do, if you have your own business, whatever it is, even if it's mowing grass for people or whatever, you have to be more disciplined, and I'm not very disciplined. You have to really keep yourself on task. So I'm going to try to train myself to be a little more disciplined. When I get up, to make the bed. When I eat something, to either rinse the dishes off and put them in the dishwasher or wash the dishes. Those are things that I'm going to endeavor to follow through. When I do the laundry, bring it in, fold it, put it away. When I go grocery shopping and bring the groceries in, to put it all away. Usually I get most of the way there and then the bags sit around or the laundry sits folded but somewhere. You know, I've got to follow through and I have to go from point A to point Z or Z through the whole alphabet. And even more letters if you have a Cyrillic alphabet. I hope to maintain my wicked sense of nasty, dry, weird humor. Yay! And this year, it's not really a resolution, but I hope to have more interesting vlogs, more out and about vlogs, cooking vlogs, and finding that editing package that I can really dig, you know. I miss YouTube Editor very much, and all the music that I could play through and listen to. That I miss the most. So I'm really going to have to try hard to do that, to be a little more interesting. My brother goes, "Gee, you make a lot of faces when you do your vlogs." Yeah, I guess so. Well, I have blithered on enough. Time to go back to my goals. Goals for 2018. Upward and onward. There you go.